going on, guys? It's this is Michael, uh, otherwise known as Asian Sticky Rice, and yeah. I'm starting a little short podcast for the whole month of May because honestly, I don't know what to do in my free time half of the time. So I'm deciding to share a little bit of my life experiences, some of the stuff I've been doing off of my free time, and because I know some of you guys don't really know me that well, so maybe I could share something about myself and what my life is like, I guess. Even though I already made a life and day in the life not so long ago, but I'm just gonna be on here making some podcasts every week. Just talk about stuff and share some stories and answer some of your guys' questions that I try to post on my social media, even though not very many of you probably put anything on there or suggest. So I think the plan is I'm gonna try to upload every weekend. So there's probably gonna be I don't know how many weeks are in a month of May, so about 5. Yes, there's gonna be like 5 uploads of my little podcast. I'm pretty sure they're all gonna be just 10 minutes or less. Keep it short and sweet, so that way if you guys have nothing to do and you want to listen to something while you're doing something, or if you're actually somehow interested in what my life is like, I'll just post every weekend, so that way you guys can have something to listen to. But this week is just gonna be a whole introduction and what my plan is, and and then from here on now I'll probably just start sharing stories and all that fun stuff. Hopefully maybe have like a special guest or something that I could talk to, so that way we got something to talk about. But the whole introduction is just me making this podcast. How did I come up with this idea? Like I said, I've don't have anything interesting to do, and it's always fun to try something new, you know. Especially for a time like this. Especially like in the moment of being in college. I don't know. I know some people don't really go to college, or some people have a different view when they're in college, and it's kind of interesting to at least share that experience. So why am I doing this? Like I said, it's just something new, and not only I get to try out what a podcast is like, but to share some stories and hopefully get some of you to actually know me very well. And I'm not doing this just to get anybody's attention. I just want to share some stories. And damn, that voice crack though. But yeah. So like I said, I'm going to try to plan on uploading every weekend, just for you guys to listen to something, or because I'm not like videoing any of this. I might post some pictures up there just to have it relate to the stories and stuff I talk about, so that way you get an idea. But yeah, for the whole month of May, I'm just gonna try to share some stories, share some experiences, what my life is like nowadays and what it was back then, and share some interests, and get to really know me a little more or something. I don't know what else to talk about, but just to give you an introduction. Like I said, I posted on my social media asking you guys for story topics or questions, and I'll answer it honestly, regardless of what it is. So that way, be 100% honest. I already got a couple of ideas, thanks to some of you. I appreciate that, and hopefully I could get some more ideas. But I'm currently recording this on May 5th at like 9:30 in the morning because I don't have class at the moment. And the reason why I'm planning on just like uploading every weekend is so that way I have the whole weekday to just, put this clip in and edit it a little bit, make it as most interesting and basic as possible. Because, my video editing, I've done it for so many years, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty good at what I do. I like being creative. I put my creativity to the limit. I do all this interesting stuff, and trying something new is pretty fun, especially if you get to know it. But for those of you who don't really know me that much at all, since this is May, I'm going to be finishing up my sophomore year of college, and to be honest with you, this is pretty insane to already get about 2 years of college experience. I'm off to a better start than probably my parents ever did, and it's just a interesting time to live in. I hope I make my parents proud because I do what I love doing, and hopefully I can just carry on a better life than my parents will, and hopefully for my children as well. I'm currently 20 years old. I turned 21 this year. I don't plan on drinking at all, and if I did, I'll probably just take a sip. But I ain't gonna go straight up drinking or doing drugs or anything because I've been an athlete for countless years since middle school, and I never did take a vape or anything. I'm a pretty clean guy. I've been really healthy at all. Um, you know, and I'm a really good influence. Uh, like I said, I don't drink or do drugs. You know, um, I'm the skinniest boy out there. I just recently quit sports just to pursue working a lot more and preparing for the real life because I don't think sports is kind of necessary for my future right now or at all. Even though I could do it off for fun, because I run and you can run pretty much any other day that you want to. I just don't feel like I don't need to compete anymore. Um, I work at Subway. I worked there for 4 years now. When it hits June, I'm gonna be working there for 4 years straight, and I'm not gonna quit my job until I graduate college because I'm still gonna be in Salina for 2 more years, and I'm planning on finishing it. So I'm gonna be at Subway for 2 more years, and it's gonna be the same old thing because I know everything about that store. I know the stories. I know a lot of things. You know, I'm pretty much your go-to best worker out there. Um, but yeah, my current interest right now is really changed a lot. I've went through riding my bike a lot and having passion for motorcycles, which I still do, but not as much as back in high school. Um, I still cube. I just don't practice that much. I just know a lot of times I was lonely a lot in high school, and so that's kind of what got me busy. Becoming better and better, and cubing for countless years as well. And since high school, it was pretty fun to have that kind of hobby. I still play guitar, but not that much. Like I said, it was all back when middle school, high school days. I would play guitar a lot because when I first learned to play guitar, it was awesome. You know, I've owned an acoustic guitar, I've owned an electric guitar, and I sold both of those. Got rid of those. I still have my bass guitar because that was my favorite instrument out of all of them. And there's quite a lot of more hobbies. You know, nowadays I'm really interested in cars. I became a car guy, and that could be a whole story on its own on the podcast. Um, right now, I don't really have a specific hobby I love doing besides just driving around, hanging out with car people. They're the ones I really relate to the most. That I can hang out with because we share the same passion. Um, most recent thing I did is I went to like stores and bought like these toy cars, relatively small size, and I've just been, respraying it, redesigning it. It sounds really fun. I haven't done that ever. I've never really resprayed anything with spray paint, and so far it's kind of looking alright. I just recently posted on my Instagram complete makeover of some of those, and I'm currently working on one that's a actually bigger scale of a die cast, and it's currently drying, and can't wait to put that back together, see what that looks like. But yeah, my social status, like I said, I hang out with car guys, hang out with some people. Other than that, I don't really hang out with anybody. I don't have a girlfriend right now. I used to. Um, I've had two girlfriends, one in high school and one just recently, but we recently broke up. We were together for like a month. It's a pretty sad time, but I'm so used to being lonely. I'm kind of just used to just being alone and just working by myself and being independent, just do what I do, because I'm very different. And I don't really talk to people. I'm an introvert, so it's it's just what I am, and I'm not really very social. And the only time I'm social is if I have something to share in common with. But other than that, I just spend most of my time just working, just trying to make a lot of money, and using some of that money to enjoy some stuff, but also start saving up because I'm gonna be living on my own very soon. I don't know how soon, but very, very soon, as early as this summer. So it's gonna be a big change. Changes are inevitable. It's always happening. But that's just life. So that's kind of just a little bit about me. You know, um, hopefully this podcast turns out to be really well. Something fun to do, especially for the whole month. It's crazy how this year's almost halfway done since it's May. It's crazy. But so far it's been a roller coaster. I went through a breakup. I went through it was a little bit, but it's not too bad where it's like 2020 with COVID and all that fun stuff. But let's just say it was a pretty interesting year so far, and the fact we still have like 6 or 7 months left, it's nuts. But for this whole month, I'm just gonna share some of the things I've experienced and share some nostalgic moments. I know some of you will probably relate to it if you've been with me for the years in high school as well. But yeah, it's just an introduction. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing for next week, but I think next week I'm gonna start answering some of the questions that you guys are gonna ask me, and I'll definitely get to it. I'll get through all of it because I know not very many of you reply to any of my social media stuff, but I appreciate at least some of you are that actually take the effort and time to put any suggestions on there, and I'll definitely take all of it and answer it. But yeah, just an introduction. I'll see you guys next week.